This is a second exam review video for Chapter 6, and then we're going to pick up where we left off and then do a little bit more. So you should be using these to get ideas. Then after that video, try the problems. In the next video, then come back and see how things went and go from there. So in the last video, you were doing some work on number, I think it was 2b, getting that to be in y equals mx plus b form so you could graph it. So I hope that when you did finish that one, you got it into y equals -1/2 x plus 8. So you can go back and check and make sure you were able to be successful in getting the graph of that second equation, this one, so that you could find where it intersected after you graphed that first one and get the solution to the system. All right, so on number 3, they want you to use substitution. So in this video, we'll start to get you set up with the idea. Then I want you to try to finish them. And in the next video, you can come back and get more help on those if you needed to. So the idea with substitution was we wanted to see if one of the equations in the system was already solved for x equals or y equals. If it wasn't, we needed to then get it solved for x equals or y equals. In the first equation, I see that one of them already is. The y is already solved for, so we would box up and say that it's replaceable with 6x minus 11. In the other equation, then we'd underline that same y that we wanted to replace or to substitute into, meaning this box full of information is going to go in place of the y value in there. So go give it a try to give that substituted. Like I said, we'll come back to this in the third video. And then you go ahead and solve for the rest of it. In part B, though, none of those equations is solved for y or x equals. So we want to look to see if we can get one of them solved for x or y equals. So I see this x here that I think might be reasonable to get by itself if I were to add 2y to this side and add 2y to this side. That would move the y's off that side. So what I would have then is that x equals, because those would zero out, 3 plus 2y, or 2y plus 3. So I could say x is going to be replaceable by that. And then I'd go to that second equation and underline the x so that when I write the second equation in my work, I'm going to replace it with what's in the box. So pause the video, try those out, then resume the video to go to number 4. Like I said, in the next video, we'll come back and look at those two again. In number 4, there's an elimination problem. It's 2 of them. So in the first one, for elimination, we want to see if they're already lined up. These are x's over x's, y's over y's, variables over variables, constants over constants. And if they are lined up, if I were to add them or subtract them the way they are, if a variable would eliminate, then I want to do it. If it would not eliminate a variable right now, then I don't want to do it. So in letter A, if I combine them right now, I would want to add them together. The reason is that the opposite of y right here, -1y and +1y, would need to be added together to zero out. So then I'd want to add these guys and these guys as well. So adding this set will eliminate a variable. 1x plus 2x would give me 3x. Opposite of y plus y would give me 0 y's. They've eliminated. 11 plus 19 give me 30, and continue solving. Once you have the x value, then you need to go back to either one of those equations to get the y. In letter B, however, again, pause the video where you want to make progress on the problem you're doing. In letter B, however, combining them right now will not eliminate, so I don't want to combine them right now. I want to look to see if I see a way of multiplying one of them or both of them by something to get a variable that will drop out. I see 14 and 7, and there is a way to multiply 7 to be a 14, so I see a possibility here. So I'm going to keep the top equation because I like the idea of 14y's. If I could get the bottom equation to have -14y's, that would be a good thing. To make that happen, it's already a -7y, so I think I just need to multiply both sides by a 2. Distributing that 2, like I said, pause the video wherever you know you can do this on your own so that you're actually testing yourself. Distributing that 2. And now from here, I'm going to leave you off so that you can finish solving this